This is going to be a course from scratch, but you will gain a couple things. I'm going to toss in some little tips that you probably didn't pick up when you were a beginner, that can help you along the way. So today we are going to be talking about candlesticks and price movement and understanding price movement within candlesticks. Okay, so we're on the S&P 500 right now, and pretty much every single chart you're going to have is going to look like this. Wow. Okay, pretty much every single chart is going to have, candlesticks like this, right? You can click through whatever ticker symbol you want, and you'll see candlesticks, okay? And these candlesticks describe price, okay? How do they describe it? Okay, through bodies and wicks, okay? These are called candlesticks because they leave wicks, okay? And these candlesticks tell a story. So, with that being said, let's move over here and draw our own little candlesticks. Okay. And I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, I don't need to learn about candlesticks. I know you don't, okay? I know you don't, but this is going to be beneficial, trust. Okay? So, these are two candlesticks, okay? Let's say, bro, how do I... Okay, whatever. Anyways, okay. Ready? So we have two candlesticks. Let's dude, I wish I could color this thing. Okay, ready? This one is going to be a down candle. So I'll color it in like this. Actually, that looks terrible. Forgive me. We're going to make this, oh, here. I'm so stupid. There we go. That's a down candle. This is an up candle. Cool, cool. Okay, so we're going to do a quick overview of what these candlesticks represent, what the open and the close represents, what the body represents, and what these little wicks that they leave behind represent, okay? So, first of all, understanding candlesticks, okay, we need to understand what time frame we are on. There are so many little different time frames up here that I'm scrolling through, right? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7, 8, whatever, okay? And if you're very new, you're probably saying, well, what do those things mean? That represents the time that it takes for the candlestick to close, okay? So if we are on the 5-minute chart, which we are on currently, if one of these, let's just say this is an actual candlestick within the chart, one of these candles, this candle represents 5 minutes of price action, of price movement, okay? And the reason why these candlesticks are so beneficial is because we can read and see exactly what price did within those 5 minutes with just this one candlestick. Okay, oftentimes I can even be able to understand and pretty much just guess what is going on 1 minute structure just purely based off of a 5-minute candlestick or 2 5-minute candlesticks. And once you get good at this, you'll understand how to do that as well. But, okay, we're on the 5-minute time frame. One candle represents 5 minutes of price action and market movement. Okay, so when we see a green candle or a bullish candle, okay, we see that it goes up and it ends right up here, okay? Green means, boom, price went up, right? Everyone knows a green candle means up and a red candle means down. So, in this instance, price opened right here where the body of the candle starts, and it closed at that 5-minute mark right here, okay? So, boom, right here's the open, and boom, right here's the close. Okay, we can put this thing down. Oh, oops, shrink. The close, and the open. Cool, cool, okay? Now, what do these little wicks that are left behind mean? That shows where price went during that 5-minute duration of time, okay? But it never ended up closing there. It just shows where price went, right? It left a little snail trail, okay? It's like you take a shit and you put on your underwear and it's like super white, like brand new Calvin Klein underwear, and your shit from a minute ago left a little snail trail. It's showing that you did go take a shit. To be honest, I don't know how this relates to this, but anyways, okay, it shows where price went. So that means, right, if there's a wick all the way up here, that means within this 5-minute candle, yes, it didn't close up here, but price moved up to this point, okay? And then same thing with here, okay? Down here was the lowest price point that price went within these 5 minutes. So now we know, okay, this is the highest point it went to, and this is the lowest point it went to, okay? Same exact thing on a bearish candle, okay? Just slightly different, okay? Instead, the open is up here, okay? And the close is down here, okay? So the close on a bearish candle is lower, obviously, and the open on a bearish candle is higher, okay? Remember, oops. And again, right up here is the highest point that price was able to go to, okay? And down here was the lowest point that price was able to go to. Perfect. Candlesticks fucking simplified by TJR. Now we can get rid of this bullshit. Okay? Now we are going to talk about candlestick patterns. And I know what you're going to say. You're probably going to say, whoa, TJR. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? I thought you hate candlestick patterns. I do. I hate the candlestick patterns that are based off of mountaintops, fucking W's, head, shoulders. That shit is BS. I also hate candlestick patterns. I really hate every single candlestick pattern that is that contains more than 2 candles. The only candlestick patterns I like, because they can actually show you price action and dictate where price is going to go, are the single candlestick patterns. Okay, so let's look up if this thing will load. Candlestick patterns cheat sheet. Hopefully this pulls up the single candlesticks. Okay, good. It has some of them on this. All right. Let's pull this thing up and let's zoom on in. Okay. So, first of all, we don't give a fuck about this entire top row. Okay? I also don't give a fuck about anything in here. Anything in here, anything from here and below. I only care about dojis. Long-legged dojis and dojis are the same thing, okay? Cross dojis and inverse cross dojis, dragonfly dojis, hammers, okay? Those are the only things I care about, okay? Just this row. Forget about all this bullshit. This is garbage, okay? No, we don't give a fuck, all right? Just focus on this row right here, okay? And why are we going to be talking about this? Okay, it's because these candlesticks are showing price action and showing where price rejected and where it didn't, okay? So, if I can honestly just find these on the chart. I don't know why I pulled that up. But with a candle, this is just like a perfect example. With a candle like this one, right? We see price opens right here. It doesn't go low. Right? It pushes all the way up to this point, but then closes down here. Okay? This candle is essentially saying to me, okay, we have strong bulls, but not strong enough to close. Damn. not strong enough to close all the way up here or here or here or here. We left a fat ass wick up here, meaning it was not strong enough to close above whatever was residing above here. And more than likely, it was taking this liquidity. Okay? So, right, we knew that price pushed up, closed still bullish, but there was weakness because it couldn't finish out this candle, right? Now, let's find another example, okay? Right here. Okay, similar situation, but with a doji. Usually dojis, which are just small bodies of candles, okay, so when a candle looks like this, dojis are great for reading price action. Okay, it's usually small body, long wicks, or just small body of a candlestick in general. Okay, looks like this. Okay, something like that of some sorts. Okay, probably not that long of candles of wicks, but you know what I get. You know what I'm getting at. Anyways, dojis are great because they can show us indecision in the market and indecision with a bias in one direction. Okay, so when we see this bearish doji, right, we're obviously not taking a trade off of this, but we need to be able to read the candlesticks, right? These are the small things that intuition can build, that experience builds by being able to see and read these candlesticks when most people aren't able to do that. Most people are saying liquidity was swept, we broke structure, but you guys can't even read these candlesticks. You don't even understand what these are saying to you, and they're telling you a lot of information. Okay, so this candlestick in particular, right, we see, boom, big sell-off down here, okay, and then we get to this candle. Okay, we get long wicks to the downside, but not a full body close, right? We don't see a big body close to the downside. It means we're losing bearish momentum. Okay, and as you can see, we did lose it. We start consolidating, pull up a little bit higher, and then nothing fucking happens after that. Right, so we lost bearish momentum with this candle. We can see that through the long wick to the downside, and then it failing to close lower in a regular size candle, right? This is a doji. This is showing indecision within the market. Okay, again, right, we see the long extension of a wick to the upside, all right, showing that, hey, you know, we pushed all the way up here, but we failed to close above here, right? We failed to close above these price points, and then what happened? We fell, okay? But this is not something you take a trade off of. This is just slowly learning and understanding, okay, these candlesticks and what they're trying to tell you. Okay, let's go over to gold. Gold can give us some great momentum, some great volume, and also shows us some great candlestick patterns. Okay, let's go to the daily. Where are we at? Okay, right here. Okay, this is a great example. Okay, we push up, we come down. Okay, yes, we formed a bullish doji, right? This is a doji candle. However, right, we failed to push up completely. Yes, we see strong rejection to the downside, and yes, we do see closures to the upside. Okay, this is why we cannot be taking trades purely off of candlestick patterns, because this is only one confluence. Okay, yeah, we see, boom, super strong rejection to the downside with this wick, and then we close bullish still, right? But we're in a downtrend. We are continuously breaking structure to the downside. Okay, so that's an example of where we can't let our bias get lost in these patterns. Okay, these are very, very minimal in what you need to trade, but it is good to understand and to know and to learn these. If you don't know them already, they're fairly simple. You really just have to know, right, a fucking strong close, which is what literally a regular candlestick looks like to you. So like this candle, for example, is just a strong close, right? It's full. It has not a high wick to the upside. If anything, a high wick to the upside on this candle would be even more of a reason for it to be a strong close. And then also, right, the wick to the downside is fairly small, again, compared to the body, right? So we had a move to the downside and we were able to close and continue down, right? And it wasn't just a wick to the downside and then a move back on up showing weakness. Okay? Let's just keep going through and spotting these on the chart. Okay? Again, right? This candle is a great example of something where like we see liquidity get swept in almost like a confirmation candle. Okay, right? We see this long wick to the downside. Price at one point, remember guys, we have to understand that price was opened here. So at one point in time during this week, price was literally a big red candle from this point down. Right? Everyone probably thought this shit is going to the floor, right? Because, and this is where like your headspace can get fucked up, because people get so caught up in the candle that's forming and not the candle that has formed. Okay? We can only make bias and decision on candles that have formed, not candles that are forming. Okay, that's why we always wait for a close for a break of structure, right? We have to wait for that candlestick to close because, right, it's not an actual candle until price action is done within, you know, whatever time frame that we're on. Okay, so this candle, for example, we get a strong rejection to the downside, right? Price pushed all the way down here, but then nope, was able to, first of all, opens down here, comes all the way down here, and then rallies all the way back up to this point and closes up here. That is a very, very strong bullish candle, right? We see massive wick to the downside, tiny wick to the upside, meaning it literally closed almost as bullish as it could have, right? On most bullish candles, you're going to get some sort of wick, and on most bearish candles, you'll get some sort of wick to the top side or to the downside. But when it closes so fully like this with a strong rejection to the downside, that is telling you that's telling you 1,000 words, right? That candle is telling you exactly where price wants to go. Okay, what does price end up doing? Rallies higher, takes out these highs, etc. Okay. So, this is all that I want you to do for today. I know today, boring as shit. Boring as hell. You're probably like, what the fuck? But, right, we're starting from the beginning. We're starting from a clear slate, okay? Trust me, we're going to bring you guys up with this, and it'll get going a lot quicker than you think, okay? So, all that I'm asking you to do is get on whatever chart you trade, okay? Whether it's SPX, GU, GJ, whatever, okay? Get on whatever pair that you trade, okay? Get on whatever pair that you trade and just spot these and see how market reacts. Like literally just being on this chart, I can see two. Boom. Massive wick rejection to the downside. Still not a good close, but what happens next? We do get a full bullish close. Boom. Rallies. Takes out these highs. Right? Okay. Similar to this, right? We have a doji, long wick to the downside, bullish close right here to the upside, right? We can use these two in confluence together. Right, we have this full candle and then this doji with a big wick to the downside showing rejection after several weeks of being down, right? We can show exhaustion through the dojis, okay? And then we get, boom, closure to the upside, price rallies, takes out these highs. So all that I want you to do, again, strong wick to the downside, full close, rallies. So all that I want you to do is choose whatever pair you trade, okay? And just look for these and see how price reacts off of these certain price points, okay? Find at least 10 examples, okay? This is your homework, all right? Find at least 10 examples of these doji candlesticks, okay? Understanding wicks within the market, right? There's a saying, wicks don't lie, and I literally think there's someone that teaches on like YouTube or Instagram named Wicks Don't Lie. I may be wrong though. It may be Fibs Don't Lie. I don't know. But wicks do not lie. Wicks and candlesticks tell the whole story, okay, of price action. No, we do not care about a fucking mountaintop. Look how that shit played out. Fucking horribly, right? You got stopped out. We don't give a fuck about mountaintops. We care about price action, okay? And that is what we are going to be studying literally this entire course, okay? So, with that being said, that's your homework, okay? Very, very short lesson today, but essential, okay, in you know, slowly gaining that fucking market experience that I know you guys need and want, okay? And honestly, these are going to be the lessons that are more important for you guys because this is shit that you guys probably brushed over and don't think about too often. So, homework is find 10 examples of this. Bro. Homework is find 10 examples of this on your own pair, on your own chart that you trade, okay? Take screenshots of it, fucking label them, do whatever you need. But not only do I want you to find examples of this on the chart, but find how price ended up reacting off of these examples, okay? And that will give you a better understanding of candlesticks, okay? The closes of candlesticks, how wicks work in this market, okay? Wicks tell so much of a story within this market. These candlesticks tell the entire story of this market. Okay, so if you cannot understand candlesticks, you won't be able to understand the market because we have to read these things. These things are telling us a story and we have to be able to read them and dissect them and understand them. So, with that being said, that is day 2, super short day. We're starting off slow. This is like syllabus week, right? We'll start you off with the easy shit and then we'll get into the difficult stuff. Okay, so find 10 examples of that. And then I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Peace.